Hello everyone and welcome to Pep Coding. I hope you all are extremely good. So today in this video we are going to discuss about the string interning in Python, right? So we'll discuss what is string interning, how the strings are stored in memory in Python, and why the strings are immutable, right? So we'll discuss all these, right? So first of all, let me discuss what is string interning, right? So for example, I create a string a hello, right? So what Python will do, Python will create a object, right, a, and here it will store the address in the memory location where this will store, right? So it will store the collection of unique characters here. So string is what? String is a collection of characters, right? So it will store here like this, right? So it will store at 1 2 3 location in memory. It will store a collection of unique characters, right? So now Python will create an intern pool here, right? So this is what? This is an intern pool, right? So for example, I create another string which is exactly the same like a, right? So Python will do what? Python will search in the intern pool if this type of string is already present here or not. So Python finds that this type of string is already present in my intern pool. So this b will also point to same object in the memory location, right? So this is what known as string interning in Python, right? So string interning is what? String interning is a mechanism by which only one a copy of the object is created, and if another value is pointing to the same object, right? If another value is containing this same value as the previous object, so this value also points to the same copy of the object in the memory, right? So this mechanism is known as string interning, right? A stores the value or stores the string, B also stores the same string. So both of these object pointing to the same memory location in the in Python, right? So this mechanism is known as string interning. So now what are the advantages of this string interning, this mechanism? The first advantage is that it will consume less space in memory, right? Less space in memory. For example, I create another string object like this. Now it will also point to the same memory location here, right? So now I create three string objects, but in the memory only one memory location is occupied by all these three objects, right? So string interning helps in consuming less space in memory, right? Now second advantage is it will take less time in string comparison. String comparison. Now, if I compare these two strings A and B, it will check the memory location at which these strings are stored. So these memory locations are exactly same. So it will return me a true that these two strings are same. It will not check the individual values that if these characters individually, right? So it will check the memory location. The memory location is same, so it will return me true, right? So it will take less time to compare the strings, right? So let's check this in our code. Let's say I'll create a string hello. I print the memory address at which this string is stored. Now id function will give me the memory address at which the a is going to be stored. Now I create another string which is exactly same like a. So I'll print the memory location at which b is going to be stored, right? So let's run this. Now you can see that these two memory locations are exactly same, right? Which means that A and B both are pointing to the same memory location, right? So this is what known as string interning, that only one copy of the object is created and all the objects which contain the same values are pointing to the same object in the memory, right? So this is what string interning is. Next, let me discuss about the memory management of strings in Python, right? That how the strings are stored in memory. Now let's say I create a string hello, right? So Python will do what? First of all, it will check in the intern pool if this type of object is already present or not. Since this is not present, so it will create a new object for this. It will store the memory address at which it will store. Now at 1 2 3, this object is going to be stored like this, right? A collection of characters, right? These all are characters, right? So now each of these individual characters is also going to be stored in the memory, right? So first of all, Python will create an intern dictionary. This is what? Intern dictionary. So I hope that you all know what is a dictionary. Dictionary is also a data type of in Python, which is used to store the collection of elements, right? So dictionary is what? Dictionary stores key value pair, right? Key and its value, right? So also in dictionary, all the keys should be unique, right? So this value should be unique, right? So Python create a intern dictionary, right? First of all, when it going to store this, it will check in the intern dictionary that if this key is already present or not. Now this key is not present, so it will create a new key value pair for this, and in the memory it will store this in the at a new location. Say the location is 3k, right? So it will create a new location in the memory, and this will point to that, right? So here it will store the memory address at which h is stored in the memory, right? Now it at e it will check if this key is already present in the intern dictionary. Since it is not present, so it will create a new key value pair, and e will point to a new memory location, say 4k, right? Now L, since L is not present, again it will create a new key value pair, say 5k. The address is 5k, so L will be point to 5k address in the memory, right? Now again L will come. Let me erase this. Now again L will come. It will check if L is already present in the intern dictionary. Now you can see that L is already present in the intern dictionary, right? It will store at 3k, 4k, 5k, right? So now L is not going to take a new memory space. Now L will point to the same memory address as before, right? So L will also store at 5k address in the memory, right? So at 5k address, this L also point to this, and this L also point to this. This is also known as string interning, right? So a new object is not created for the value that is already present in the intern dictionary, right? This L is also going to point to the same memory address, right? Now O is not present, so O will create a new key value pair. O will point at to the 6k address in the memory. Now let me create a new string, say hen. Now again, first of all, Python will check if hen is already present in the intern pool. No, hen is not present, so it will create a new memory address for this. So it will create a new memory space at 456, and is going to store. Now these individual characters also need to be stored in memory, so it will check in the intern dictionary if this character is already present or not. Now this character is already present, so it will point to the same address as this, right? So this h is also going to point to the same address, right? So E is already present, so this is E is also going to point to the same object, same memory location, right? Now N is not present, so it will create a new key value pair for N. Now N will store to a new memory location, right? So this is how strings are going to be stored in memory. Let's try this in our code. Let's print the memory address of each character, that at which memory location each character is going to stored in memory, right? So let we use a for loop, right? It will go from 0 to length of our string, right? So let me print the character that equal to, and after that the memory location at which the character is stored, right? So let me run this. Now you can see that H is stored at a new memory location. E is also going stored in a new memory location. L is stored in a new memory location. Now again when L comes, it is pointing to the same memory location as the previous L, right? Now you can see that these two are pointing to the same memory location, right? So this is what we call as string interning, right? So this will consume less space in memory, right? Here both these L's are pointing to the same memory location. Now let me create a new string. Let we also print the memory at which both the strings are referred to, right? A and ID of address at which B is pointing to, right? Now let we copy this and paste it for B, right? Here also B and B, right? Let me run this. Now here you can see that A and B are both pointing to a different memory location. Why? Because these both are different. If here also I write hello, I wrote hello, then both of these are pointing to the same memory location, right? So when I create B, firstly Python will check if in the intern pool this string is already present or not. Since it is not present, so it will create a new memory object for this, right? Next, individually. Now let me write the address at which H is pointing. 139802013491568, right? Now when again H will come in the second string, right? Again the memory address is same, right? 1398020, right? 1349158, right? Now you can see that both the H, when again H comes, it is pointing to the same memory location as before, right? This is what we known as string interning, and this is how the strings are going to be stored in the memory, right? So I hope you understand how the strings are going to be stored in memory, right? Next, let me talk about string immutability. String immutability. Now we know that the strings are immutable in Python. Now what is meant by immutable? Immutable means that we can't change the strings. Once we create a string, say hello, now we can't change this, right? But if I want to change the entire string, we can do this, right? We can't change this. Like if I want to change the E to D, I can't do this. But if I want to change the entire string to, if I want that A is firstly pointing to hello, now I want that A will point to hen, I can do this, right? How? Right. Now we know that when we create an object, a string object, it will point to a memory location, right? At 1 2 3, this collection is going to store, right? Hello, right? Next, if I do like this, that I want that the index the character present at index 1, right? This is 0 1 2 3 4. The character present at index 1, I want to change it to D. I can't do this. This will give me an error in Python, right? So but if I want that A will now point to hen, this will do what? This will create a new object, right, at a new memory location, and A will now start pointing to this, right? This will change to 4 5 6, and A will now start pointing to this. So this is possible in Python, but I can't change the string, right? So we can say that the reference is mutable, that we can change the reference, that A is firstly referred to this, now A is referring to this, right? Reference is mutable, but instance is not. Now this is what? This is an instance of that string. Now we can't change this, but we can change the reference, that A is first pointing to this memory location, now A is pointing to this object, right? So we can say that reference is immutable, but instance is not in strings, right? So let me check this. let I want that the character present at string 1 will change to D, and I want to print that string, right? Now, is this possible? No, it will give me an error that string object does not support item assignment, that the instance is immutable. I can't change for once I initialize this string, I can't change the characters, right? I can't modify or update them, right? But if I want that, I want that now A will refer to this. Now I can do this. Firstly, A is what? Hello. Now A will change to hen. Firstly, A is pointing to this object. Now A is pointing to this object, right? So, reference is mutable, but instance is immutable in case of strings, right? Now, why instance is immutable? Now, we know that if I create two strings, right? Now we know that in Python, by string interning, it will point to the same object, right? Hello. Now if I change the first character of A string to D, now this will change here, right? Now I didn't change B, but by string interning, B is also changed to this, right? Now if I access A, it will give me this, right? If I access B, it will give me this, but I didn't change my B. My B is hello, but B is also changed to this, right? So to avoid this, the instance in case of strings are immutable in Python, right? So because of string internings, the strings are immutable in Python. Now if C is also point to this, if I change the first character of A to something, if I change this A to something, right? If I modify A, then B and C are also going to be modified, right? So that's why the strings are immutable in Python, right? So this is the immutability. Now let me study the impact of immutability. Immutability. Right, so now the instances are immutable, right? So if I create a empty string and I will append like this, if I write something like this, I will append A to this, right? Now this will do what? This will append A 10 times in S string, so S will become A 10 times, right? 10 times. Now the time complexity of this should be what? Big of n, right? Because we are appending one character at one time, right? But the time complexity of this will be big of n square. Why? Because of the immutability. Now we know that firstly the S is pointing to an empty string, right? This is stored at 1 to 3. This will be like this. Now if I append A to this, it can't append A to this empty string. Why? Because we can't change the instance. The instances are immutable, right? So what it will do, it will create a new object, copy these values, and it will append A to here. So this is now changed to this. It is start pointing to this. Now again, when I append A, it will create a new object. It will copy all the values to here and it will append A to here. String S is now pointing to this, right? So S is now pointing to this, right? Again, it will create a new object. It will copy all the values and append A here, and S now points to this. So it is more time and space consuming, right? So it has to create new object every time and it has to copy all the values to the new object. So it, because of immutability, strings are going to consume more time and space in memory when we have to update the values, right? So this is the impact of immutability, right? That strings are going to consume more time and space in memory, right? Next, let me study about comparison operator. The main advantage of string interning is what? That this comparison of strings become easy, right? Now in Python, we can compare the strings by using two variables, either is operators, either is or equal to, right? Now which is preferable, right? Now if I use is variable, is will do what? It will check if the memory addresses of both the objects are same, right? So if I create a object A, B. It will check if the memory addresses are same or not. If the memory addresses of both the objects are same, it will return true, otherwise it will return false, right? But it is also possible that the memory addresses of two objects are different, but the values are same, right? So it is also possible that so it is also possible that A is stored at a memory location this, B is stored at this, but A is also storing high, B is also storing high, right? But if I use is operator, it will give me a false value. If I compare A and B, it will give me a false value, but it should be true because both the values are same, right? But so we should use equal to operator. What equal to operator will do, it will firstly check the memory addresses. If the memory addresses are same, it will return me true, but if these are different, it will check the values then, right? In case of is, it will give me false. If I use equal to here, it will give me true, right? So firstly equal to will check the memory addresses. If the memory addresses are same, it will return me true. If the memory addresses are different, it will check the values, right? If the values are same, it will return me true. If the values are different, it will return me false, right? So we should use equal to operator in order to compare our strings, right? So next is, this is all about comparison operator. Next is implicit string interning. Now there are some disadvantage of string interning in case of Python. Implicit string interning. Now due to immutability, it is referable. It is possible that all the strings are not pointing to the same object, right? For example, in Python, now this will depend upon the version of Python. For example, in Python 3.7, there was an algorithm that is peephole optimization. According to this algorithm, if the string is more than 20 characters, if the string is longer than 20 characters, then this string will not perform interning, right? So this is in case of Python 3.7. But in latest version, there is another algorithm that is AST optimizer. According to this algorithm, if the string is greater than 4096 characters, then it will not perform string interning, right? Let's see an example. Now, if I write a string which is more than 4096 characters, right? Let I write this like 4097. Now, this string is of how much characters, how much longer? 4097. Let I take another string which is exactly same like this, but it is also a 4097 character. Now if I compare these two by using is operator, now we know that the is operator will return me true only if the memory addresses of both the objects are same, right? Now let's check this. Now this will return me false. Why? Because the memory addresses of both these strings, both these objects are different. This is pointing to a different memory location, this is pointing to a different memory location, but these strings are exactly same, right? If I use equal to operator, this will return me true. Why? Because firstly it will check the memory addresses, then it will check the values. Because the values are same, so it is returning me true, right? So this means that these strings are not performing interning. Why? Because these are greater than 4096 characters, right? So if some developer is developing some project in Python, then he has to take care about the version, right? So he has to remember that in this version I have to I only these much longer strings can be interned, right? In this version the string should be smaller than this, only then it will perform interning, right? So to avoid this, there's Python provides another mechanism which is explicit string interning. Explicit string interning. Now user can perform the interning on by himself only. He can use a function name intern By using this function, string will always perform in turning, no matter how much longer the string is or the smaller the string is, right? So there is a function in Python that is intern, which is in the sys module, right? So by using this function, the string will always going to perform in turning, right? So let me use that function. For that, we have to import the sys module. Now this is the function. Now by using this function, this string is always going to perform in turning. Right, so let me check the if the memory locations of both the strings are same or not. Yes, the memory locations of both the strings are same, that is they are pointing to the same memory location, right? So this is what the intern function will do. It will always perform the interning on the strings, right? But implicit string interning will depend upon the version of Python, right? If the version is latest, then it will perform interning only if the string is smaller than 4097 characters, right? So this is all about string interning. What is string interning? It is a mechanism by which only one copy of the object is created, and if the new object is contains the same value, then it will point to the same object, right? So it will do what it will save our space in memory, and it will take less time in string comparison, right? Next is what memory management of strings, that is how the strings are stored in memory. So Python is going to create an intern dictionary, right, in order to store the same characters, in order that the same characters are pointing to the same memory location, right? Next is string immutability. String immutability is that the reference is mutable, that if the string is referred to this string, now I want that the entire string, I want to change the entire string, that now A will point to new string, right? So the reference is mutable, I can do this, but instance is not. That is, if I create a collection of characters in a string, then I can't change that collection, right? So here I can't change this, right? If this is hello, I can't change this. Why? Because of string interning, right? Next is what? Impact of immutability, that is it will consume more time and space in memory. Next is the comparison operators, that we can use is or equal to operator in order to compare two strings, right? Next is the implicit and explicit string interning. So we should use explicit string interning in Python if we are working on a project, right? So this is all about string interning. So I hope you understand the concept. If you understand it completely, then give a like to this video. Thank you for watching.